From a water-damaged basement in Prince George's County, Maryland, it's Sunday night, and that means it's time for Sunday Songs. I'm Joe Pug. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I have a little bit of a new sound set up tonight, so before I play the first song, I just want to hear you guys tell me in the comments whether you can hear me or not, because I'd really like to not play an entire song on mute, basically. Can you hear me with my new setup here? In the meantime, while I'm waiting for you to tell me whether you can hear me or not, I'll tell you this. If this is your first time here, very happy to have you here. If this is your 83rd time here, very happy to have you here. Thanks for being here tonight. Everyone says they can hear me, so I'm going to play. We got songs coming up tonight. We have a Soft Boy Poem Corner. And of course, later in the night, I'll be taking your requests and questions in the live chat. So thank you for being here for Sunday Songs. And I hope your fall is going good so far. There's a road I have known I could always find. If I walked ahead, I could look behind. If I fell behind, I could always know. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next. If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. There's a hand I have known I could always hold, through the night so long, through the day so fair. If I lost my grip, I would not despair. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next. If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. So I'll keep walking on and often. You can hear the echoes of my steps. If it's not around this corner, it's around the next. If it's not beyond this river, it's beyond the rest. And if still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. If still it can't be found, it's probably for the best. There's a road I have known I could always find. Thank you very much. Welcome home, my son. It's been so very long. I know that you're here to surrender. The disappointing days I suffered at your age were more than I'd care to remember. Before you throw the towel and turn your engines out, don't expect to spit all that you tasted from your mouth. After all you've seen, the most you'll hope to be is pretending to be a pretender. years that I've been through, I met a gentle few who said that they love and they mean it. The others that I met, they're decent folks, I guess, but all that they love is achievement. The swagger and the dress, the trappings of success, the butter and the milk of what it takes to get ahead. Any given night, you catch them dead to rights, painting their name on the ceiling. Remember in the end, many of your friends would rather be dead than uncertain. They want a simple yes, or even better yet, a promise the next life is perfect. I promise that it's not, but then what have they got? Only 50 years, they never gave a moment's thought. Anyone they find who tells them otherwise, they'll follow him backwards and perfect. Welcome home, my son, it's been so very long. I know that you're here to surrender. Thank you. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. Let me know in the comments where you guys are watching from tonight, or if you're watching on Facebook. Yeah, mention it below, or if you're watching it on YouTube, mention it in the live chat. I always love to see where people are watching from. I'm in Prince George's County, Maryland. I never really leave from here. Every once in a while I'll do a show from the beach down at Ocean City, but it's not that time of year now. I'm in PG, man. Let me know where you're watching from tonight. I don't know, but I could swear we left our better selves somewhere. These days all we do, it seems, chase our checks and call them dreams. I've known you since we were kids, with the whole world cut up on a dish. Then the work went south and your dad got sick, and the ground below began to slip. Bright beginnings often fade, precious few can keep the flame. So let the chips fall where they may. We're headed out of town today, where we're bound for I can't say, 'cause there's no sure things in this life, babe. Bright beginnings often fade, precious few give to stand beside that brightness once again. And all I have I would happily give. All I have I would happily give. All I have I would happily give. All I have I would happily give, baby. To stand there with you now. To stand there with you ever. To stand there with you now. To stand there with you ever. To stand there with you now. To stand there with you ever. To stand there with you now. To stand there with you ever. Thank you very much. Thanks. Let's see where you guys are watching from tonight. Let's just see. Okay. Peter is checking in from Pittsburgh, PA, and I'm hoping whoever did it gets away with it. All right. Fair enough. I don't quite follow you there, Pete, but I'll take it. Let's see who else is around here. Who else is watching tonight, and where are you? Chip Hall, one of our longtime watchers, is watching from Jefferson City, Tennessee. Mike is watching from New Zealand. Mike, you got to give us a less stereotypical New Zealand greeting than good day. I'm sorry, man. We're glad to have you, Mike, as early in the morning as it might be for you. Kevin Brierly is saying, Pug in Los Angeles in 2 weeks. I am coming. I'm on tour, you guys. I will be in Los Angeles in 2 weeks. Listen, here, let me show you this. These are the shows coming up. So this year, definitely, I'm going to be in October in San Fran, Menlo Park in Los Angeles. Then I'll be in Texas, and then I'll be in the Midwest. Texas and the Midwest is selling like normal concerts. Los Angeles, I don't know how many listeners are out there anymore. We need some help out there in Los Angeles. So if you're in LA, come on out to the show, man. We need to see your pretty face there. But I hope to see you anywhere. Let's see. Bill is watching from Chicago, says he has not missed a show in Chicago for 10 years. God bless you, Bill. I'll be back at the Hideout in Chicago in a couple months. The second and the third of, yeah. Chris is watching from Oxford, California. I've been through there before. I've had some really good chilaquiles in Oxford, California, my friend, I have to say. All right, let's play some more tunes, man. Let's see. I've had this Steve Earle song on my mind recently, so why not play it, huh? By far my favorite Steve Earle song. Yes, when every ray of hope was gone, I should have known you'd come along. I know I can always count on you, my old friend. The blues, another lonely night in this old town. If sleep don't get me first, you'll come around. I know I can always count on you. my old friend the blues. 'Cause lovers leaving friends let you down. You're the only sure thing I've found. No matter where I get, I never lose. My old friend the blues. Lovers leaving friends let you down. You're the only sure thing I found. No matter where I get, I never lose. My old friend the blues. Let me lay my weary head on you. My old friend the blues. Little Steve Earle there for you on your Sunday night. Here, I know what I want to do now. I'll play my... I'll keep it in the same theme, and I'll play my own song about the blues. How about that? This is off an album called The Flood in Color. I woke up after breakfast. I left her bedroom late. The streets were filled with strangers, half expecting a parade. I never saw it coming as the first applause began. Then the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Silver on my fingers, sugar on my tongue. My father stood behind me and he asked what I'd become. I said I speak a language that you'll never understand. Then the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Blues came down, blues came down. They say that truth and justice must be their own reward. I grew rich pretending, while the honest all went poor. Don't you play it dumb about it when you're on that witness stand. While the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Yeah, the blues came down on the heels of a marching band. Thank you. You can keep on letting me know where you're watching from tonight, because I'd like to know. I'm going to play this song, and then I'm going to give you some bad news about Sunday song. Actually, I'll give you the bad news right now. I won't leave you waiting. I did wait till this part of the show to tell you guys this. I've been dreading this moment for all month. This is normally not a one, but a two camera show. That's what this show's been for a long time. It's been a big identity of the show. I regret to inform you, my friends, that we are now yet again a one camera show. Very big regression here from the two back down to the one camera. I haven't done a one camera show since very early in the COVID pandemic. But what can I say, man? I had to, I'm recording a new album and I had to buy some very expensive microphones to get it done. And this breaks my heart, but the piano cam had to go. I had to sell the piano cam. I had to pawn the piano cam, man, to make this new record that I'm working on right now. I just couldn't justify keeping this expensive camera around to play 2 songs on it per month. And I needed to record a whole new album. So I just want to apologize from the bottom of my heart that we've regressed to the one camera show. And I just promise you that once you hear this new record with its buttery new vocals on the microphone, that the piano cam was sacrificed. The piano cam was sacrificed so that the vocal mic might live. And that's where we're at. So I'll let you process that information in your own time. Thank you for bearing with me. And here's a song. This is a good song for you to process your emotions with while you digest that information. This is off an album called Messenger. I was born into a circus, but I ran off to join a home. Oh, they said that I was worthless, that my family had died unknown. So it gets and so it goes, that's what you get, I suppose, for wanting something more than a life of walking ropes. All the Christians left behind at the crossroads of your town, oh, they're playing truth or dare 'neath the sanctuary now. Some wish they had the truth, some wish they had a God, but there ain't no sense in leaving from the only game you know. Oh, I know how good you are, how hard it is, how good you are. There's a butler in your hallway. He is troublesome and old. He repeats the word of life to describe your family goal. You ask him please to go, but there's one thing you don't know. He carved April 7th, 65 into the side of your piano. Oh, I know how good you are, how hard it is, how good you are. what you were meant for, everything that you were born to do does not need you to do it. Someone else was born to do it too. Now, like a half-grown man, you barely learned how to stand. If you shut up with what you're chosen, you'll hear something choosing you. Oh, I know how good you are, how hard it is, how good you are. Thank you. Let's see where else you guys are watching from, and let's see in the comments how you're dealing with my admission about the piano cam. The first one I see is from Dave. I know how good you are with or without that piano cam. Dave, you know, that was the first comment I needed to read. Thank you. You know what? Maybe the piano cam, per Christopher's suggestion, should get credit in the album notes as like a. I think when someone is involved financially in a project, they get the credit of executive producer, right? So maybe we credit the piano cam as as executive producer. We'll need in our longtime scribe and bookkeeper, Christopher Wilson says, we'll need a lament for the piano cam. I know. Can I play some sort of dirge for the piano cam? No. So this is a crucial point. You don't need a camera to put it onto the album. So I have the microphones to put it onto an album. That was the whole point of selling the camera, you see, was so that I could afford excellent microphones to record the piano and the voice. So it's kind of like a choosing of mediums here. That's what happened, Jeffrey. Phil says, do you hold the proprietary intellectual property? Of course. No, you're not going to see any other shows out here that do shows with two cameras at this point, because I would sue the bejesus out of them. Obviously, because I have an airtight patent on anyone doing a live stream with more than one camera. So it's, don't worry about that. It'll be fine. Let's see. I was thinking about this song today. I want to play it for you. This song's also off that album Messenger, which came out 12 years ago. This is a Messenger-heavy Sunday songs tonight. This song is called Not So Sure. There was a time when I heard you calling out my name. But these days, I'm not so sure. When the room went dark and your voice was gone, I heard you all the same. But these days, I'm not so sure. I knew I could remember your bedroom and your touch, but these days I'm not so sure. Definitely was a word I used far too much. These days I'm not so sure. I bummed expensive cigarettes, I wrote John Steinbeck's books, I undressed someone's daughter, then complained about her looks. Stealing was so easy then, I wish that it still were. Now as I pick my own pocket, I know that these days I'm not so sure. The church was my kitchen, the world was my church, but these days I'm not so sure. To choirs I would listen, through briars I would search, but these days I'm not so sure. I drank my... No, not that verse, hold on. I sacrificed my sister, I prayed my own soul to keep. I told my dying father that a man should never weep. Breathing was so easy then, I wish that it still were. Now I guess the breeze just makes me colder, I know that these days I'm not so sure. I drank my wine for breakfast every morning I was born. In the black electric winter, my back was always warm. Breathing was so easy then, I wish that it still were. Now in my sleepless bedroom, I know that these days I'm not so sure. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Kevin says, R.I.P. to the piano, Kevin. Then he says right after that, Deep End helped me quit a 6+ figure job that I needed to quit for a long time. Would you please play it? Well, he's requesting a song that I normally would play on the piano. Let's see if we can do it. See if we can do it in an inaugural version. I play plenty of guitar songs on the piano, so why can't I switch it up and do it here? We'll see. If it all goes sideways, it's not my fault, Kevin. You know just why I came here tonight, in a cold without a coat. You can come outside or stay behind. The time has come, you can't do both. You're always waiting for the perfect chance. I'm here to tell you that it don't exist. So if not now, then when? Shut up, jump in, both feet deep in. If not now, then when? I I don't care about those starry dreams the waking world has never found. Who you thought you were at 17, the way you thought you'd be by now. You're always looking out to hedge your bets. Well, someday let me know just where that gets. 'Cause if not now, then when? Shut up, jump in, both feet deep in. If not now, then when? 'Cause if not now, then when? Shut up, jump in, both feet deep in. If not now, then when? There you go. Little elegy for the piano cam. I don't know if anyone's put this in the comments tonight, but I got up. Here's one that'll fit saying goodbye to the piano cam. I don't work in a bank, they're not my beans to count. If you want proof when I go broke, no one will bail me out. Don't ask me where I'm going, don't ask how much I drank. If you want answers, that's just fine, but I don't work in a bank. Oh, well, I don't work in a bank, and you knew that when we met. So put that dress back on the rack and live with your regret. You don't get to taste the top shelf when your bottom line is blank. So it's private stock in public school. I don't work in a bank. Oh, well, I don't work in a bank. That was fine when I was a kid, but the awful truth I've learned, things would be better if I didn't. Or I ended up with short change and just myself to thank, 'cause the world's a giant spinning coin and I don't work in a bank. There you have it. Goodbye, Piano Cam. Thank you, listeners, for being understanding. It is now time for a segment that has not gone extinct on us. It is time for America's favorite time to cry. Soft boy one corner. I'm really hoping one of these days we get contacted by the actor in that piece of stock footage that I bought for like $25 2 years ago. I'm really hoping that person just comes randomly to a Sunday Songs and is absolutely gobsmacked to see themselves in the middle of it. Okay, this week's poem is, hey man, nothing wrong with a little bit of Robert Frost in the autumn. This is the woodpile. Out walking in the frozen swamp one gray day, I paused and said, I will turn back from here. No, I will go on farther, and we shall see. The hard snow held me, save where now and then one foot went through. The view was all in lines straight up and down of tall, slim trees, too much alike to mark or name a place by, so as to say for certain I was here or somewhere else. I was just far from home. A small bird flew before me. He was careful to put a tree between us when he lighted, and say no word to tell me who he was, who was so foolish as to think what he thought. He thought that I was after him for a feather, the white one in his tail, like one who takes everything said as personal to himself. One flight out sideways would have undeceived him. And then there was a pile of wood for which I forgot him and let his little fear carry him off the way I might have gone, without so much as wishing him good night. He went behind it to make his last stand. It was a cord of maple, cut and split and piled, and measured 4 by 4 by 8. And not another like it could I see. No runner tracks in this year's snow looped near it, and it was older sure than this year's cutting, or even last year's, or the years before. The wood was gray, and the bark warping off it, and the pile somewhat sunken. Clematis had wound strings round and round it like a bundle. What held it, though, on one side was a tree still growing, and on one a stake and prop, these latter about to fall. I thought that only someone who lived in turning to fresh tasks could so forget his handiwork on which he spent himself, the labor of his axe, and leave it there, far from a useful fireplace, to warm the frozen swamp as best it could with the slow, smokeless burning of decay. There you have it. Uncle Bob, with a good October poem. We could have had a fire today where I'm at. I'm in Maryland. We could have had a fire. It was cool enough to do that. We didn't quite get there. I had to come to Sunday songs, but we could have. Okay, I'd love to take your requests and any questions you have in the live chat now. I already see one that I think is apropos. From Eric, request the flooding color mainly for its literal meaning. Post-Fiona communities here had no power here on Prince Edward Island for 8 days, many a flood. Still something like 20,000 people sans power. Well, yes, indeed. I will, of course, sing that for people up there dealing with that. And obviously, we'll also send it out to our brothers and sisters down in Florida and South Carolina, who were absolutely ravaged by Ian this week. The footage is harrowing, to say the least, and it's going to take them a long time to rebuild down there, and we feel for you. Here's a song in remembrance of some kind. Remembrance isn't the right word. You get my point. Clap a light, I wake to a foot of water standing in my basement. Started rising, took me under. The flood is coming. This is not history in black and white now. In a perfect storm, there isn't any high ground. The end of childhood, the end of summer, the flood in color. They tried to warn me, I wouldn't listen. And now all at once I'm drowning in my kitchen. My legs are broken from treading water. The flood is coming, the flood is coming. I tried to bargain, I tried to reason, but the sky was deaf, the rain was never ceasing. It's not some cheap bed I can cover the flood in color, the flood in color. So listen close now. I was dead wrong to think that things could work themselves out in the long run. Pay attention, heed the thunder. The flood is coming, the flood in color. Darren coming at me with the jokes. Him numbered 1080p, which of course is the resolution that I'm streaming at here on YouTube. Well, yes, that was my point, R.A. That's what I was saying. That's why I had to play I Don't Work in a Bank. Oh, man, let's see. Well, thank you, Gatam. You know, the sacrifice, I think, was worth it. The Germans know how to make microphones. They're not giving them away, but they know how to make good microphones. Rasputin's Ghost says, I got here. I love Justin Townsend. I found your music as a result. You got it, man. Let me play a Justin song then for you. It's my favorite Justin song. I'm gonna play. I'm heading on January 4th to Nashville to play the concert for Justin that was, because of COVID, scuttled last year. And it's a benefit with a bunch of different artists at the Ryman. Obviously, his father, Steve Earle, is spearheading it, and his band is going to be the house band. And it's for all the proceeds. No one's getting paid. All the proceeds go to his daughter, into a trust for his young daughter. So. This is probably the song I'll play there. I am my father's son. I've never known when to shut up. And I ain't fooling no one. I am my father's son. We don't see eye to eye, and I'll be the first to admit I never tried. It hurts, but it should hurt sometimes. We don't see eye to eye. I first felt the pleasure in the feeling of a sin. I went down the same road as my old man, but I was younger then. Now it's 3 a.m. and I'm standing in the kitchen, holding my last cigarette. Strike a match and I see my reflection in the mirror in the hall, and I say to myself, I got my mama's eyes, her long thin frame and her smile, and I still see wrong from right. I got my mama's eyes. Yeah, I got my mama's eyes. Yeah, man, that Justin one will live for a long time. All right. Well, let's play a few. Let's play a few more for you. Let's see what we got here. Jeremy Duke would like to hear Silver Harps. And oh man, I kind of got rickrolled there. I thought you were requesting Silver Harps, but you definitely rickrolled me, Jeremy. Whatever, I'm still playing Silver Harps, damn it. Thank you for coming to Sunday Songs. I got a couple more here, but it always helps us out if you can buy a quote-unquote virtual ticket to the show right there. It's pay what you want to either this Venmo account under a business account or this PayPal. I'm terrible at, there we go. This business account right now of PayPal. It's pay what you want. Always helps out. No big deal. If you are not in a place to buy a pay what you want ticket, but it always helps out when you do. And now, damn it, I'm playing Silver Harps and Violins, even if I got rickrolled into playing it. I need the right harmonica, hold on. They called you a dreamer when you were 17. The years went by so fast, now they call you other things. All of the answers that you're dreaming of, they say that it's natural, but a grown man learns how to give them up. Had an apartment in a woman once. You paid the electric and the gas and water every month. She said that she loved you and she wore your clothes. Now she's in Dallas with a stand-up guy and a 4-year-old. There's a world out there, I know there is, where they'll play my songs on their silver harps and their violins. If you remember one thing, remember this: when the lights came up, there was nothing left I could give. all of your cousins and your relatives are competent husbands, faithful model citizens. You saw them at Christmas when they laughed and sang. You're so very different. Why the hell can't you just feel the same? There's a world out there, I know there is, where they'll play my songs on their silver harps and their violins. If you remember one thing, remember this: when the lights came up, there was nothing left I could give. There's a world out there, I know there is, where they'll play my songs on their silver harps and their violins. If you remember one thing, remember this: when the lights came up, there was nothing left I could give. Thank you for coming to Sunday Songs. I really appreciate you being here. I'm back on the road again in earnest, so if you are anywhere where I'm coming soon, particularly if you're in California, coming up in San Francisco or Menlo Park or Los Angeles, I will see you there in a couple weeks with my bass player Charlie. We're going to have a good time, and thank you. Thank you for continuing to come back to Sunday Songs. I hope it's evident. I hope it's written all over me how much I enjoy doing this, continuing to get to do it, and I'm able to continue doing it because you keep on showing up, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, and I hope to see you out there on the road in California, and otherwise I will see you the first Sunday of November. Damn, almost the end of 2022, you guys. Life goes by fast. Peace, have a great week, have a great month, and I will see you soon. Thanks for being here.